Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the AfterLife SMP, and in the last episode we built up this wonderful villager breeder / observatory right behind us there, and today we're actually going to be putting those villagers to use as I want to set up an iron farm. And I think early on that's probably one of the best ones, the best farms we can set up, especially using the villagers that we've got down there. I just don't know where exactly to put it. I think this area seems the most, it makes more sense to me here. That way as well, the villagers don't need to travel very far. I do think though that directly underneath of this grass platform here that there is a ravine. So I'm going to need to go down and light that up at some point. But it is very scary, so not right now. But yeah, probably in this area, I've got an idea for a build for this we might get to today. But yeah, I would say iron farm here. Again, I don't even have a design to go around it, but I think if we build it up first and get it up and running so we can get some iron, that would be awesome. Before we get to that though, you may notice this large area over here as I've been busy. I mean, it does not look very impressive from this from this angle right here, but down here directly underneath it probably still doesn't look very impressive. But when I was doing all of my mining for copper in the last episode, I came across, I think it was that there was actually a slime chunk, and it turns out the next two chunks beside that, if I just do this, so this chunk here, this one, and then that one there at the very end, turns out they're all actually slime chunks all in a row. So I thought, let's dig out all this area. Obviously I need to dig out a lot more blocks going up, and we'll actually make a slime farm as well. I am a slime after all, so only makes sense if I make a slime farm. But yes, this is a project we'll be working on over the next few episodes, and we dig out this area. It's quite a large area to dig out, pretty much all the way to the top. I think I'll just dig out the entire thing so that it is air above, and then we'll have some iron golems up in the walls and a water stream gathering them into a killing chamber. So that's why, again, we do need the iron farm set up so we can get the iron for the golems. And I guess that means we're going to need more minecarts in this dispenser here, as we're going to need to start moving these villagers out. I don't actually know how many are in there, but they do look like they potentially are going to start dying from entity cramming pretty soon. So I think I only need 6 villagers for the farm. It's only going to be one on either side, or one group of 3 villagers on either side. I don't need a ton of iron, just enough for me. I'm making farms and hoppers and things like that. So I'm going to go get the resources I need, start building up the structure, I think right here, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. There we go, we have ourselves an iron farm, or at least the structure for an iron farm. We are still missing the villagers there and the zombie right there in the middle. But basically how this works, if you don't already know, it's a pretty standard design in terms of the functionality. I didn't really watch a tutorial, I just built this up from my previous knowledge of building them before. So basically we have 3 villagers who will stand on the barrels there. They will become fishermen from the barrels, and then they can sleep in the beds at night and they can't get out anywhere else. So we'll have 3 there and 3 there. A zombie will be in this middle section here, and on this clock will be a timer, so every couple of maybe a minute or so this piston will push the zombie up so his eyes are in line with the villagers right there, and this scares them so they start to panic, and when they do that they spawn a iron golem. And this platform here with water is the only area they have to spawn an iron golem, and the 2 quote-unquote villages are far enough away that these guys should spawn a golem there, and these guys should spawn a golem on that one. They'll get washed down into this little bowl here at the bottom and eventually pushed into our killing chamber. I do need to add the lava still. I'll do that last because I don't want any of my villagers to fall into it. But yeah, that is basic principle. So the most difficult task now is to get the villagers from here in a minecart up into these sections here. Make sure they sleep at night in the beds first, and they pick up their profession and things. And then we do need to get a zombie into this middle section with some armor on so he doesn't burn up. There is a slab there, but I'd like to have him wearing a helmet, get him name tagged, and then yeah, get him minecarted up there as well. With the sun going down, the build complete, it is time for a little bit more planning to get these villagers up there successfully. But I think that's a job for the morning, so let's head to bed and I'll get to that right away. But I didn't notice this stuff here earlier on. Okay, let me sleep first. Okay, good night sleep right there, and let's see what we have here. So first one, no deaths, nice. Tank, yeah, we are on 0 deaths at the top. Oh, a totem of undying, that is very handy right there. Nice, nice. And what else do we have? Congratulations, you have been selected to be a DSMC shareholder. Check the bank for more info on benefits of being a shareholder. This also from Tankfro. This document is exactly 1 share of the Deep Sea Mining Corporation and can be exchanged below or above market value at the owner's discretion. So we have a share in the DSMC. Maybe this gives us a good opportunity to procrastinate with the villagers and zombies for our iron farm and head on over to the bank and see what this is all about. I actually did mine up some diamonds, so I do need to pay back my loan as well. And we have arrived at the bank and it looks like there is some balloons outside. Wonder if this is celebrating the shares and things for the DSMC here. Profit history, shareholder dividends, shareholder benefits. Oh, $17 per share, Series A, B, C, D, okay, let me read the book. It's probably an idea. So, shareholder agreement. On the 1st of every month, DSMC share dividends will be available to all shareholders. For every DSMC share you hold, you're entitled to 1% of profits. Each chest will have a total of 10 open slots for either diamonds or shares. As more shares are bought and the price increases, you may put shares back at a higher price, making a profit. Any individual holding a majority of the shares is the new CEO of DSMC. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand it 100%, but I think if I hold on to this, I get money from the DSMC while it's operating because I am a shareholder. So I think I'm going to avoid all of this. I think you can hand it in for diamonds, but yeah, I don't really understand. So I think I may need a crash course in shareholding. We also here, as we do have our 64 diamonds here that we took out for a loan. So I think, I'm just going to leave my name and things in there, but that's the 64 diamonds returned, and we are actually 3 diamonds up. I am rich. I am at least not in debt, so that is a win. But now that we've done all that and made ourselves even more confused around the shareholding of the corporation there, let's head back over and finally get to our villagers for the iron farm. Alright, moment of truth now. We have our zombie right there and our villagers either side, so we should be able to break this. Good. And then we should be able to break this. And he's in. Awesome. I need to get my half slab. Alright, if I place this slab right there, I believe. I hope. I think that's it. Done. So we can remove all of this stuff around the sides. Make sure he's in there properly. I think he is. And I've actually got a little name for him. I can come down here. There we go. So he is now Zombro. I am stuck now. So yeah, I'm going to remove all of this. hook up the clock right there, and we'll see if this thing is actually, hopefully, going to work. Alright, the redstone is now in place, and we should see it start working now. There we go, zombie pops up, you see the villagers get scared, and there we go, an iron golem on each one of those platforms, and they should flow down and burn away nicely, and yep, our zombie, will fall back down. Maybe not, because this is supposed to be a sticky piston. And there we go, it's all fixed. It's a sticky piston now, and hopefully now we will see the zombie be pulled back down once the timer runs out there. I think it's 42 blocks that's inside of the hoppers, moving back and forward at the moment. I might need to tweak that just to change the rates, speed them up or slow them down. As you see, none of them even spawned a golem, right there at the very end. It's a little bit intermittent, not exactly fully reliable. So again, it's just a bit of playing around with the timings, but it is working as intended. There we go, our villagers are now sleeping. But yeah, I'll play around with the timings, get it all working the way that I want it to, and we will have ourselves a continuous supply of iron. So as you've seen in that time lapse there, we do now have progress made on our slime farm. Digging out this hole a little bit, I had some free time, so just got to work there. I think I'd done about 20 layers of the stone and things, probably another 30 to go. I know I don't need to do the whole thing for the slime farm to work. I think they only spawn up till Y30, I think it is. But yeah, I want to just clear out the whole area anyway, as I may have other plans to put up the top layer and above the slime farm. But for now, pretty happy with that. I'll do that again in between episodes, maybe just whenever I have spare time to do a little bit of mining. As you see, my pickaxes, both of them here, are suffering and needing repaired. Iron farm has been running. Let us check what we have. Pretty good. This has only been maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Maybe not even that, actually. Managed to get up a decent bit of iron. It's not always producing 2 golems, but it's producing enough for us. Let me see what it does right here. Like I said, I still need to mess about the timings because I think the zombie just comes up a little bit too soon, and these guys are not finished their cooldown for spawning a golem, and so again need to do a little bit more tweaking of that. But back to more important matters. You may have noticed at the start of this episode, we actually went and we got Benji back. Benji, it's me. Okay, Benji is acting a little bit strange. Now, I know he is named Gippy here, and yes, this is GP's dog, but I think that he probably just came across this dog and saw it and thought, you know, I like dogs, I'm going to keep it for a pet, and then, yeah, didn't realise that it was actually Benji and actually my dog. So I think maybe Benji's a little bit confused, because, you know, he's been through a lot over the past couple of weeks, so maybe it just takes a little bit of time to get used to me again and remember who I am. So definitely Benji, isn't it? Well, in any case, we do need to find a way to get him back to our base so we can, you know, show him some of his home comforts. I've got some of his favourite toys back there, has some of his favourite treats. But he is obviously confused and he's not going to follow me right now. That's why he's in this boat. And our base is actually pretty far away. I think it's like 1,000 blocks or something that way. And it's pretty much all land. There's just this little bit of water here, and there's the river that I brought him down here. But yeah, it's quite a bit far away. And I'm not sure if you can actually use leads. I don't have any on me at the moment. But with that, I think we're out of time for today's episode, and I'm going to find a safer spot here for Benji / Gippy and get him stored away somewhere safe out away from this open area here. And yeah, hopefully next episode we'll get to work on that. We'll also get to work on some more builds and things over at our village area, and yeah, should be good. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And with that, until the next one, bye bye.